Hello, welcome to my video. Today I'm going to talk about live streaming, a little bit more detail about it. I'm going to talk about why live streaming, what is live streaming, and how to live streaming. This is today's topic that we will go step by step. Hopefully it will help you to make decision, help you to prepare yourself and organize yourself before the actual thing. Why streaming? Streaming allows you to reach out to more people and faster. That's why many TV station, production house, churches, business, education, corporate, government are now using streaming, so you can share the content to a wider audience. Things like live streaming classes, promotion or selling products or service or event, sport or performance, musical performance or art performance, webinar or web seminar that you organize, online meeting, and broadcast original content. One of the few reasons why people want the benefit of streaming is it will have a wide audience engagement. The people do not need to come to the place or wait for the time to see it. Anytime they can check it on the web. Another benefit of streaming is low cost. Okay, let's say you're the production house or the corporation. You really should have the cameras, the switcher, the lighting, the tripod, and many other things. To add the streaming function is very low cost for it, and it's also less to produce. Why? Streaming is very simple. Preset the key and all these things. If your website or your CDN is constantly the same thing, you only do minimum setup. After that, it's the same again and again and again. So that's a big benefit of the streaming. It's not additional effort, not additional cost. I mean high cost or high effort to it. We just finished the why. Now talk about what. There's a few what I need to talk about. But the first one I want to talk is what is encoder. In the streaming workflow, you're bound to encounter this word encoder. Encoder is an important part in the streaming workflow. What is encoder? Encoder is convert a final video or audio signal into a digital signal as a compressed format. For example, H.264 or H.265, and transmit to the CDN. CDN is Content Delivery Network. Things like, a good example will be Facebook, YouTube. But you can actually stream to other public or secure platform that's available in the market. You can pay for it, or some of them is free. There's two types of encoder in the market. One is a hardware, the other one is a software. Hardware means it was a purpose-built device with dedicated processing. Alright, a good example is a data video NVS 33 and NVS 40. Alright, what it means is inside this encoder have a processor by itself, and this processor doing the conversion and transmit it out. So like data video NVS 40 got 4 channel. Inside there actually have 4 different processors to handle that 4 channel. That's a hardware thing. Alright, then there's a software version. Software encoder is actually a program that runs on a computer, whether it's Mac, PC, or Linux based. They're using a computer CPU to process the streaming data. A good strong software example will be the OBS or Wirecast. These two hardware and software have their strength and weakness. I will do a comparison in my future video between these two. What is the other thing? The other thing is what to stream. This is very important also, because you know you want to stream, but before you stream you need to confirm what you want to stream. All right, is it the content I need to stream is just a talking video like me talking as it go, or a graphical video, my voice behind a graphical video moving around and all these things, or I want a talking video with a talking head and also PowerPoint as a picture, or with titling, or with clock to indicate, or other things like screen date, or for churches, Bible verses, and many things. You have to fix what you want first, because once you more or less say this what type of content I want, it's easier for you to look. If you have decided what the content, it's easy to look what's the product you want. There's a lot of people did a mistake. When they decided they want to do something, they did not look what they want to do. They actually, at the end of the day, they look what product can do, which is wrong. We should look at what we want to do, and from there look for the product that can do what we want. That's also to minimize your cost, because if you may be buying things that you may not use it, because nowadays a lot of product keeps telling you I can do this, I can do that, and many things, but are you going to use it? If you can confirm what's your content, it's easy for you to narrow down what's the product that suits to you. The next one is whether I want to do one camera or multiple camera, or individual camera. Individual camera means I want a few person at different place at the same time come to my encoder, I put it all together and I push it out with other things. That's what I mean the individual cameras. All right, so you have to make up mind, is that the way you want it, or you want a single camera, one man talking head to do all the things, or you want multiple camera that maybe because your studio can fit more than one person, that you can shoot few camera angle. Sometimes it's nice to have more than two camera, because for example like now I wish I got more than two camera. Why? Because I got one camera is facing me, another camera maybe from my right side coming in, aiming at me. So occasionally I switch it to there, instead of you keep seeing a one camera angle, one look. I can switch around, it makes me have a different angle, different looks, not so boring. Another thing that you need to confirm is who the target people I want to stream to. It's easier when you know who. If you open it general, I want to the mass. Mass is who? White collar worker, blue collar worker. All right. Educate for religious body, who you want to aim for, and how you want to achieve it. You have to set the target people you want. Once you set the target people, then it's easy also to find out whether the CDN that you use are correct type for it purposes or not. So this is the decision to make to do. So like I say, how to stream to stream to what? CDN, popular one like Facebook or YouTube or other platform. Whether you need to pay for it or free, you have to make that decision. Then from there, it's easy to calculate your cost, to plan your overall thing that as you do it. So now you have the content, You have the, you know who you want to shoot or target to, and you also have decided how many cameras that you require to. If you desire for multiple camera, you may need to add on a switch to switch between the camera. If you want to do a live streaming on the spot, and finally you want to do it post or live, actual live. Right? This is few decisions you decided. Once you decided, we can go to the next point. The next point is what is needed to stream. There's 4 main things: video source, like I say, cameras and what type of source that you want to use. The second one is internet. The third one is a streaming devices, whether it's hardware or software, which I will on my next video I will talk about it. And the CDN, the content delivery network. These are the 4 ones. But out of these 4, very important, internet is actually referring to your local network bandwidth. You must get it correctly. To test your internet broadband, whether it's sufficient or not, use speed test from Oakley. It will help you to confirm it. Alright, so this is the 4 main things. After you decided, you have planned all this other thing. Now come to the last part of this video: how to stream. We basically have 2 sections in here. One is streaming setting in the streaming devices, whether it's hardware or software. Then the second one is streaming setting in the CDN. But CDN setting is quite straightforward. You can actually check both your CDN, what is your requirement, how most of the CDN platform will have a indicator to tell you whether the connection is good or not. So you can refer to that as you do it. But the difficult part is streaming setting in the streaming devices. You're bound to encounter setting like video source, video frame rate, interlace or deinterlace, and video bit rate. These 4 things. The first thing is to make sure is the video source ideally come up in 1080p. P is for progressive. In a market, there's a video camera is a 1080i. That is interlace. Interlace, the video is in lines. Progressive is full frame. So I recommend you go make sure the source can come out as 1080p. What's the frame rate? 1920 by 1080, 50 or 60. Both are acceptable. Both are workable. And the third one is deinterlace. If your source is an I, that's why I need to make sure your setting is correctly. If your setting is I, 1080i, 576i, or 480i, or 720i, you need to deinterlace. Deinterlace, that means I remove the line, blur the line so it becomes a full frame video. But like I mentioned earlier, it's actually the video become blur. It's not as sharp as the original. So I strongly recommend to go for a source, whether the camera, the switcher supporting P will be more useful. When that comes, you don't need to worry about this, the interlace. What is the video bit rate? That's the final one and the most important one. For example, like YouTube, it will recommend 3.6 megabit per second. But that is not the most important. The most important is whether your internet bandwidth can able to handle. Earlier, I mentioned about using speed test to confirm the speed of your bandwidth. Let's say if I decided to maintain the YouTube recommend streaming bitrate 3.6, I have to make sure my internet upload speed can support minimum 13.2 megabit per second. Minimum. That means 2 or 3 times of the just now mentioned 3.66 megabit. Yeah. So it's very, very important. Let's say your bit rate is limited. Alright. The good news is you can cut down to 2 point something, or you can even go down to 1.7, 1.6 low. It still looks good. Alright, once you set that, once you know what the target you do and what you want, the streaming will still come out as nice as you hope for. Now you know why to stream, what to stream, and how to stream. So with this, you can organize, you can plan, you can, if possible, purchase, order, and come out to do the streaming. I hope this is informative. I hope this is can help you to plan, help you to get ready for your streaming, whether for your government, for a corporate business, for your churches or whatever. I hope this will help you and lead you. That's all for today. I'm V-Shing from DVS. Goodbye. God bless you.